Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly command the attention of women? What is it that sets them apart? Here's the truth. It's not about looks, money, or status alone. It's about how they carry themselves, how they speak, and most importantly, how they listen. The secret? Stoicism, a philosophy thousands of years old, practiced by emperors, leaders, and yes, high-value men who knew how to master the art of conversation. But before you brush this off as just another self-help mantra, let me ask you this. What if your words, just a few of them, could not only spark interest but command respect? What if the way you speak could turn fleeting attention into genuine attraction? Hold tight, because today we're diving into the principles of Stoicism to reveal the simple, powerful habits that high-value men use every day to talk to women. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do the same. Stay with me until the end, because what we're about to discuss might completely change how you approach every conversation from now on. And believe me, women will notice. Point 1. The power of silence. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood yet powerful tools in communication: silence. In a world that's constantly shouting for attention, the high-value man knows the value of silence. When he speaks, he's deliberate. He waits, he listens. He understands that silence can be louder than words. Let's be honest. Ever been on a first date where there was that awkward silence? Most guys scramble to fill it with small talk, but not the high-value man. Silence, when used right, creates mystery. It shows confidence, self-control, and trust me, women notice this. The fear of silence, of not knowing what to say, holds a lot of men back. But when you embrace it, you control the conversation without saying a word. And when you do speak, it hits like thunder. But there's more than just silence. What comes next is even more powerful: how you frame your words when you finally speak. Point 2. Frame the conversation with intent. Now, high-value men don't just talk, they frame their words. Every sentence has a purpose. Think of it like playing chess. Each move you make isn't random. There's strategy behind every word. Stoicism teaches us to be intentional with what we say. Whether you're complimenting her, asking a question, or sharing a story, there's thought and weight behind it. You wouldn't randomly throw out, "Hey, do you believe in aliens?" Well, unless you're ready for a whole other kind of conversation. But seriously, high-value men guide the conversation toward a deeper, meaningful exchange. When you frame the conversation, you create excitement. You invite her into an experience, a journey that's worth her attention. And guess what? This doesn't just apply to romantic situations. Friends, colleagues, even strangers, they're all drawn to a person who speaks with purpose. Speaking with intent is crucial, but what about emotions? How do you connect on a deeper, more emotional level without coming across as needy or desperate? Point 3. Control your emotions, don't suppress them. Now here's where Stoicism really shines. High-value men don't suppress their emotions, they control them. They're not afraid to show vulnerability, but they don't let their emotions dictate the conversation. Women are drawn to emotional intelligence, someone who can feel deeply but doesn't get rattled easily. Think of it like a poker game. You can have a full house, but if you show it too soon, the game's over, right? The high-value man knows when to show his cards and when to hold back. This isn't just about impressing someone else. It's about mastering yourself. And that's the real urgency here. The moment you learn to control your emotions, your entire presence changes. You become someone people trust, someone they can rely on. And believe me, that's attractive. Now, emotional control is key, but there's one more thing that separates high-value men from the rest. And if you master this, you'll never struggle in a conversation again. Point 4. Lead, don't chase. Here's a secret. High-value men lead, they never chase. Chasing signifies desperation, while leading shows confidence. In conversation, this means you're guiding, not pursuing. You set the tone, you direct the flow, but you do it subtly, with grace. Remember, we're not talking about herding cattle here. Leading isn't about control or dominance. It's about inspiring the other person to follow your lead, naturally. One of the biggest fears men have is coming across as overbearing, but high-value men, they don't worry about that. They understand that by leading, they're showing their value, not begging for attention. And here's the thing. When you lead, she'll want to follow. Now, all of this brings us to the final piece, the mindset. Without this, everything else falls apart. Conclusion. Here's the heart of it all, the mindset. Stoicism teaches that true value doesn't come from external validation, it comes from within. High-value men understand that how they talk, how they act, and how they lead isn't about impressing others. It's about being true to themselves. They know their worth, and that's why others recognize it too. And that's the ultimate takeaway. When you embrace this mindset, everything else, silence, framing your words, controlling your emotions, leading the conversation, falls into place naturally. Women will not only respect you, they'll be drawn to you because you've mastered yourself first. Remember, you are not chasing her approval. You are inviting her into a conversation with a man who knows exactly who he is. That's the secret, and that's why women will love you. If you found value in this, subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and let's continue building the life of a high-value man together.